Hello and good afternoon. It's Dr. Linda Jordan with Real Talk with Dr. Linda Jordan. Hopefully, everyone is having a great day today. So, I want to talk with you for a brief moment today on three reasons why leaders fail. Now, if you're a leader, this will apply to you. Maybe you are a leader in an organization, maybe you're a leader for a nonprofit, maybe you're the leader in your own business. Maybe you're a leader at school, or maybe you're the leader at home. Whatever that case is, you are a leader in some form or fashion. So there are three reasons that I have found why leaders fail. Now, as you know, I was a leader in corporate America for almost 30 years. And so I've seen a lot, done a lot. I've had great leaders, and I've had some that were not so great. So this is based upon my experience and things that I have seen around leadership. So, the first reason that leaders fail is a lack of trust. Now, when you are an employee working a 9 to 5, or if you are an entrepreneur and you have staff, your employees want to be able to trust you. When there's a lack of trust in the organization, then your employees, they don't feel so great about that. See, as leaders, we need to be able to, first, number one, admit when we make a mistake. It may be hard and challenging, but when we're wrong, we need to fess up and say, hey, I'm so sorry I made this mistake, or I'm so sorry that I made an assumption about whatever it is. But employees need to trust you. If they come to you in confidence to share something with you, they want to know that they can trust you, that you will keep that information in confidence, as long as it's not HR related and there's no violation of company policy. But if they tell you something in confidence, they want to be able to know that they can trust you. So, trust is one of the number one reasons. The second is lack of communication. Sometimes there's too much communication from an employee perspective, but that lack of communication, employees are not really, they're not feeling it. They want more information. They want their leaders to share what's going on, letting them know how they're performing, whether it's positive or negative. Share what's happening in the business. Keep them up to date on different changes, policies, and procedures. Communicate with them on a personal level as well as business. Although some leaders may not want to get too personal with employees, but your employees want to know that you care about them. So, communication is key. So, learning how to understand the appropriate way to communicate with your staff is so critical. One of the things that I do is I'm a DISC trainer and consultant. So, for those that are interested in learning more about communication behavior styles, connect with me and I can share that information with you. And for whoever's listening that may make a comment, you will get a free DISC assessment where you'll be able to learn more about your communication behavior styles. And in the DISC assessment, it's the colors of red, blue, yellow, and green. So, communication as a leader, effective communication, consistent communication is critical for staff. So that's one of the reasons. Another one of the reasons why leaders often fail is they don't communicate enough, and there's a lack of trust between that employee and that manager. The third is, and you all probably can tell me what this one is, but it is listening. Listening. As leaders, sometimes we don't listen enough. Um, we sometimes forget that we have two ears and one mouth. And that means what my mom always says, that you need to listen more and speak less. And so we find ourselves as leaders doing more talking sometimes than we need to, where we really need to hone in and focus in on that employee that has whatever that issue that they want to talk to you about, or maybe they're excited about something they want to share, and give them undivided attention. And if they're sharing something with you, Make sure that we're listening attentively. We're not, checking our cell phone for messages or looking out the window to see what's going on, or if someone walked by the office, or if you're on Zoom and you're doing something else, checking email, when you're trying to and should be giving your employee that undivided attention when they want to talk with you. So, listening is very important. That attentive listening, yes. And you need to make sure that when you are actively listening to your employees, that you're repeating back information that they have said to you. And that confirms that you have heard what they said. Now, if you're listening to your staff and you're listening, but you don't remember anything that they said, then you're not really listening. You're just going through the motion of nodding your head, saying, "Yeah, I heard what you said," but you weren't listening. But if you can repeat back what they said to you, then you're actively listening to your employees. So, for my leaders out there, make sure that you build trust with your teams. Make sure that you communicate clearly and often with your teams. But most importantly, listen to what they have to say. Let them know that their voices have been heard. Again, as leaders, we don't do that often enough. And I want all leaders to be successful. And I want all employees to know that your leaders care about who you are as a person as well as an employee. So, hopefully, sharing these 3 reasons why leaders fail. Don't be that leader. Make sure that you are building trust with your teams, communicating effectively, and listening, active listening to your teams so that they can know that you care about them, and your results will result in an increased productivity and profits in your bottom line. I'm Dr. Linda Jordan. Until next time, thank you.